Hi, this is Mel Palmer from Mesa, Arizona, and I've been watching some different videos and studying about Yacon, Y-A-C-O-N, and how to grow them. Some people say you can grow them from seeds, but from what I've read, they don't grow real well from seeds. You have to get these rhizomes. This is a rhizome. You can see that it has the root coming down here. Yacon is a big root, and this root here was probably a large root that came off of this area right here, and they eat that big large root. But then they have these red things on top called the rhizomes that you can plant into the pot. So I ordered these online, and then I'm going to plant them in these. It should probably be a lot bigger pot than plant them in. You want to put them about 1 inch deep into the soil here. So we're going to plant these in these pots. And put them about 1 inch deep in the soil. And then I made these tags for them, so I have the date and everything. I make these tags out of broken blinds. I get then cut them into strips and just put points on them, make them really good tags because you can write on them real good. If you're writing on them, don't use a Sharpie to write on them, because Sharpie pens will bleach off in the sun, especially in the Arizona sun. Will bleach off within a year. So I use it's called a garden marker, and it's less susceptible to your bleaching out with the sun. Now, when I water my plants, especially plants that I'm planting from cuttings or from rhizomes like this, I use juice bottles that I put the water in, and I put 1 aspirin, because aspirin has the same chemical that they have in willow bark, and willow bark is a good rooting agent, so just to accelerate the rooting. And then I also, for transplant like this, I'll add a teaspoon of vitamin B1 just to help accelerate the growth of them. So we're going to water these in real good. Now, they probably should be planted in a lot bigger pot. I'm just putting them in these smaller pots to start off with to see how they do. It says that the zones that you can normally grow these in, says you can grow them in most areas in North America, but it says up to zone 8. Now I'm in zone 9B, so I like to push the limits a little bit on exactly what I can grow. I grow all kinds of tropical trees. If you watch my YouTube channel, you subscribe to it, you can see that I plant all kinds of different plants here that most people would say wouldn't grow in the desert in Phoenix, Arizona area. But I'm really excited about these. They say that when you pull these roots up, it takes about 6 to 7 months, they'll grow up and they look like a tall plant, 6-7 foot tall, and they'll have a flower on top, kind of like a sunflower. But then they grow these roots under the ground, and you have to be real careful when you're digging the roots up. So you want to make sure it's a soil that you can dig up real easy, that you're not going to damage the roots. And when you pull these big long tuber roots out, you can peel the skin off of them, and then you eat them, and they're sweet. They say it has in the different videos I've watched on these, people say they have a mixture of tastes in between apple, watermelon, celery, and pear. If you mix those together, that kind of give you a flavor of what these things taste like. So you can eat them raw, or you can dice them up and put them in a salad, and it sounds like it would be really good. So I'm excited about growing these. This is my first time ever growing the Yacon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that exactly right, but Y-A-C-O-N is the name they say on it. They need a pH. Now, the reason why I'm going to put them in pots, I have some big 35-gallon pots. I'm probably going to put them in. They're real wide, because these roots, the tubers, they can get 1 foot or more long and up to 3-4 inches in diameter. So you want to put them in a big container. I'm just going to get them started in here, and then I'll put them into a bigger container. But I just want to see how they grow here. And I'm going to grow them in containers because they want a pH of soil of 5.0 to 6.5. Now, our soil in Maricopa County Arizona, where I live, is usually a 7.5 to 8.5 pH. So in a container, I could put peat moss. I'm using mostly peat moss here. I've got some perlite and a little bit of potting soil. But this way I can control the pH and keep testing the pH. Now, to lower your pH, you probably want to add some sulfur to if your pH starts to rise above that 5.0 to 6.5. You want to add sulfur to gradually to bring that pH level down, and you would want to check it quite often so you make sure they have the right pH for your soil. But if you have any questions on Yacon, I've done a lot of research just recently because I'm so excited about growing them and really want to taste them. But if you have any questions about it, please put it in the comments. And if also in the comments, if you can put down where you're watching it from, it's always interesting to see where people are watching these videos from. And if you like this video, if you could give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you would like to see other videos I'm doing on different tropical trees that can grow in an Arizona desert climate, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you hit the bell, it'll notify you when we do other videos. So thank you for watching and have a great day.